Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Racing Series F1. We are here tonight again in Mexico for the F5 division. I'm RSF1 Junior, and joining me in the commentary box tonight is Primus Gaming. Good evening, Primus.
Good evening, Junior. How you doing?
I'm very well, thanks. How are you?
Good, mate. Good. Happy that I get to join in today after having to miss out yesterday in the F1 division. But good to be back in the comms box.
At least you get a second stab at it, so all good.
Yeah.
All good. So we've got 17 drivers here tonight, just about to start qualifying one. Give a little bit of a rundown of the Division 5 standings shortly and the constructors. But
would you like me to do that?
Do you keep much of an eye on the? That's all right, I'll do it in a second. Do you keep much of an eye on the F5 division at all?
Sometimes. I do know that Kazi has been quite victorious lately in quite a few race wins. Brover Container in the Mercedes. I've noticed he's pulled in a couple of wins in the Mercedes. But from what I noticed, it's definitely a good battle between Haas and Renault, if I'm correct.
That's right, yeah. Braver and Kazi. Kazi obviously had some very good results so far this season. And Braver, certainly a quick driver coming through. He's just messaged in the chat, actually dry and cloudy throughout, lads. So no rain expected. However, I do remember from the F4 race on Monday, it was supposed to be dry and cloudy throughout, and we ended up with rain in qualifying. So I don't think we can take what that says for 100% truth.
So we've got quite a few people in the chat. Unity Hush, evening guys, sorry about not being in comms tonight, lads. There's no problem, Unity, things happen. We've got a good team with cover, it's no worries whatsoever, mate. RSF1 Racing, evening all, Brundle on the channel. Bruntastrophe, hello boys, and Connor Todd said #Tell It. Let's go Timonite and Kabuki.
Oh yes, the Tart boys. Let's get some good results out there, lads.
So we've got quite a few cars on the track as it is for the moment. I think the first we've got is either Albon or Virus.
Yeah, I'm just giving Kabuki a bit of stream time at the moment because I'm able to.
Evening Verstappen.
Looks like we've started their lap so far, so let's have a little ride on board with Virus. He seems to be the first one on track at the moment. I want to hear Junior say it. Tell it. Say it, Junior. Say it. I can't.
And BBB4 thought it was America today. Oops.
Oh no. Oh dear.
That's next week for. You're a bit ahead.
At least the Mexico track's a lot shorter than the USA track, so get it over and done with a little bit quicker, I guess. Cameron sets the first time with a 16.7. So
very good lap
promising
with Ferrari.
time.
Military Virus, second in with a 16.8. That's pretty good as well. Oh, Jay Locker. Oh, there you go, zombie head.
5. There you go, these times are going to be coming down quite quickly.
I spectated Jay Locker for a second, his car's screaming in the pits. That was not a pleasant sound. A raging honk. But Kabuki's now going around the last corner, Junior.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether he invalidated or not. No, it was a valid time, an 18.9, so it's a good banker lap for him. Button pops in there with 17 flat as well. Let's have a look on board. Now wasn't it? Oh,
that's a good bat, and then Fishsticks instantly
hello.
sets us back down. We thought Eagle was going to take the top for a moment there, and then Fishsticks 16.2, so definitely some good pace.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of a driver change around, so we've got Elham in the Renault, and he has been moved down from Division 4 to Division 5. struggled on Monday quite a bit in terms of pace, so let's see how he does tonight in the F5 division. I think he'll do quite well in this division with these guys, so fingers crossed for him. He has a bit of a better result than he has done the last couple of weeks.
Agreed.
And we've also got no RSF1 Orphan. I never ever thought I'd hear the day when Orphan didn't show for a race, but yeah, he's decided to take a break for the rest of the season. Hopefully we'll be back for season 3 with a 2020 game, and yeah, hopefully no Orphan. I look forward to seeing the Ducks in there.
Same here. We both raced alongside with RSF1 Orphan back in season 1, and I have to say, I think he was one of the most consistent drivers. No matter where he was, he finished the race.
Yeah. Is that sound better now, Grunt? The mic is a little bit further away from my mouth than I anticipated.
Oh, Duna, a 15.7.
Whoa.
That's great.
I would like to see Kazi and Braver's response to that time.
So
right now.
yeah, I was going to say, Kazi's instantly responded and is on his outlap. Sorry, he's flying lap, sorry. Braver's on the outlap. I made a mistake, got the two the wrong way around.
That's alright, I'm just watching Kazi now going through sector 2 in through the S's, probably the trickiest part of this track. It's a bit of a balancing act, this one, because you need to make sure that your setup for your car is built for both the straight line speed and the good grip for the S's, so it can be won and lost on setup this race.
Koala takes second place, so it's Cat's dominance for the moment in Q1, but Kazi Babes goes around the glass corner and goes only third fastest with a 16.1, so Cats have got the upper hand in Q1.
Exactly. Just had some breaking news in the comms box. We've got Tim and Ike in the racing point has got DRS failure as soon as he leaves the pit lane, so that is not ideal for him. Hopefully we can get a decent lap in to get him through Q1. I'm sure they'll get it fixed pretty quickly.
Unlucky.
Evening Vettel, how are you doing?
Hello Vettel.
Yeah, that was hello in the chat. Evening to Primus, evening Junior.
Round the corner goes Elham in the other Renault, so he actually goes 5th fastest, so both the Haas and Renault are sitting quite comfortably.
Brave is just coming into sector 3 now through the stadium. Unique section of track to find on the calendar, drive straight through the fans.
Yeah, around the last corner goes Brave Container, the Mercedes.
Oh, 15.8, very close to Guna. Who hasn't set a time yet? So J Locker, Lauder, Southern Board right on board with Lauder.
Oh my god.
Finished sector 1.
Vettel in the chat. I was hanging out with Vettel and Verstappen earlier, and they showed me a video, and since then I can't get a certain Star Wars theme out of my head. And we've got Reaper in the chat getting involved as well.
Lauder's making way through the S's. Very tricky. Oh, Guna goes faster, another 10th off his time.
Wow. Really good.
You have to sing it apparently. Primus says, Primus, can we get a Shadun.
That's the Duel of Fates theme from Star Wars. I would do it, but I'd rather.
I've called you out now, you've got to do it.
I can't. I
can't not. Timonique puts in a 16.3 with no DRS. Probably one of the worst tracks in Baku. Worst tracks to get failure on.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, practice in Bahrain earlier. I was having a bit of a laugh, playing with brother-in-law who recently got F1 2019 because it was on offer. We both had a little bit of a blast in Bahrain, and then suddenly DRS failure, and it looks like it's spread to Timonique.
Yeah, it seems so.
Play the theme, Primus. You know you want to. I can't play it down, otherwise we're going to get a copyright strike.
Timmer sets a 75. You have to sing it then.
Hang on. Am I right in seeing raindrops? I don't know if that's my screen or if I just saw raindrops.
No. I Can't see anything on the cockpit cam. So nothing
might
as
be
of
my
yet.
camera then. Well, I don't know. I
7
saw
minutes
that,
left in the session.
lights. Yeah, so
And let's have a little, we'll have a little rundown of the F5 division. So starting with the constructors, this is the tightest division in the whole of RSF1 at the moment. You are separated by 140 points between Renault at the top and Toro Rosso at the bottom, and every single team, it's the only division to have this as well across the league. Every single team is on or over 100 points. So Renault lead the way on 256 points at the moment, followed very, very closely by Haas in second place with 242. Then there's a bit of a gap, but this midfield part of the tier is very, very hotly contested now. So you've got McLaren on 188 points, followed by Alfa Romeo on 177, followed very closely by Red Bull on 169, even closer by Racing Point on 162. Again, even closer with Mercedes on 157, and then even closer is Ferrari on 155. So from third down to 8th is very, very tight indeed. Williams then on 111 in 9th, and Toro Rosso on 108 in 10th position. So yeah, it's this one literally does come down to these final races, because to be fair, it's still quite an open book in terms of constructors for this tier.
indeed, and right now it looks like the main championship contenders in terms of the constructors are going to go through to Q2. However, Kabuki in the Racing Point and Jay Locker in the Red Bull don't look like they're having a bit of a good day at the moment. I mean, Kabuki's gone out on fresh soft, so you never know. He might try and see if he can improve, but it'll knock Lauda down to P16. But it all depends on how Kabuki can do with this lap, as he's turning everything up and going around the last corner.
Yeah, he needs to get a real good lap. The thing is, if you don't, this lap is a good lap from the first turn, because if you get turn 1/2 and 3 right, the rest of the lap usually flows quite nicely. If you don't get this bit right, then it's in your head for the rest of the lap then, and then you start struggling through the S's, and it's very easy to pick up understeer around this track as well. So you're being called out, mate. You've got to sing this song. Everyone's asking for it. Everyone. You can't let our fans down.
I'll think on it, because the problem is it's everyone's outside in their gardens, and I've got my door open because it's really hot in the conservatory. I don't want to sound like a bit of a wally, not just on stream, but on my street.
They're spending like channel points and everything on sending the messages through, so disappoint the fans, you know. Kabuki sets the fastest sector 2.
So basically, at the beginning of the Grand Prix, you know, that the outcomes. Alright, then, I'll do it. So basically, at the beginning of the Grand Prix, instead of, like, the Mexican or the American or the British anthem, it's just shut up, dun 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 dun, shut up. You happy now?
There you go, boys. There you go.
I got it out of your systems now. They were right. As I was listening, I was trying to talk, and the bloody theme was stuck in my head. No, you want the whole...
dear.
No,
Right,
no, Verstappen. That, unfortunately, you'll have to pay for. That was a preview. Yep, you'll have to pay for that one. I'll open a Patreon, so, you can chuck in £1, and then on any stream, I will suddenly burst out to sing that song.
£1?
Yeah.
Just £1? That's cheap.
Yeah, quid's fair, mate. And that's a free £1.
A lot worse.
Thanks, Primus, but where is the extended version I sent you earlier? I can't go through all of that video because it's some explicit things that would get in trouble saying, other than the shundun part, but... Right, so 3 minutes left, and quite a lot of cars have now retired, especially with the top four of Guna, Braver, Koala, and Kazi. However, Button's done decent. He's put himself up into 5th in the Alpha, so really good work from him.
Doing well. Obviously, a few of the guys. It's nice to see Elham up there in 6th, and he's retired from the session. Feels he's done enough to get through. On the cusp, though, you've got Timmer, Lauda, Kabuki, and Locker. All of them seem to be struggling just a little bit with the track, I'm guessing, because yeah, they seem a little bit out of it at the moment.
It's not the easiest track, in brutal honesty. Mexico can be harsh on patches. Oh, Lauda! He's at the cut on chicane.
Realised he wasn't going to get. Timmer's had enough. He's in 15th. It's Kabuki's all through the S's. And Locker's still in the pits. Locker is Locker going to stay there, or is he going to come out?
It depends.
And let's see if Kabuki goes again then. Does he have to fuel? He's not got a lot of DRS. Timony, with the DRS failure, sitting in 11th currently with a 16.3. I feel he's probably going to be safe there.
So right now, a minute and a half to go.
Back in the pits, he's done.
Yeah, that's
Locker's
Kabuki
not
and
come out yet.
Okay, Locker done now.
Lauda could be safe through to Q2. Interesting. Locker's not coming out by the looks of things. I can't hear any engine starts there. I just heard an engine fire, but is it too little too late? I don't think he's going to get round in time.
Could be. I think that might be the sound of a Honda engine, if I can hear that right.
There's no grass here, so...
I mean... that was clever. But I heard the sound of the engine firing, but...
I did.
Oh, there you go. Yep, there's someone. That's Kabuki, I think.
Kabuki's come out, but he's not got enough time. He's not got enough time to go around. Zombie Head is still on a lap, but he's safe. If you keep an eye on Kabuki for me, I'll just watch Zombie Head on his lap.
Oh, and that's Timonite. It was Timonite who decided to go out, not Kabuki.
Really? Oh, to see if his DRS is fixed. It's working.
Yes,
it's working, so... You've got yourself enough time there, dude, but... Crack on.
You never know.
Yes, Cashman, how you doing, mate? Tow it, let's go.
Right, so let's get the chat back up.
He's nearly 2 tenths up.
Timonite becoming his own meme right now.
Timonite getting on the tower.
There we are, round the last corner, go to Zombie Head, doesn't improve, remains 12th fastest, but he still manages to get into 2. It looks like everyone's confirmed. The only reason why Timonite went out is because he just wanted to make sure his DRS was working.
Yeah, that's fair enough. It's definitely working, Sunshine.
Yeah, so that is the end of Q1. I'll let you go over the...
Yeah, Oddgooner in first in the Haas with 15.6, sorry. Can't see the sun shining right on my TV. Braver Container in second with 15.8. Koala in third with 16 flat, followed very closely by Kazi Babes. I think there could be quite a good race between these two. Button, another one on a 16 flat, and that's as far as I got before the screen change, so that's all you get.
Yeah, and we lost Oddgooner in 16th place, followed by Jay Locker in 17th. Do you think we should get one of them into the podium? Not podium, the virtual comms box for an interview.
If you want to bring them in, yeah.
Let's see. Is it let's go into the recent movements. Who should we get in? We'll get Kabuki in because he just is his first, isn't it?
No, it's his third, I think.
Okay.
This is third.
Go on. Let's get your comrades in here. Your comrade, Kabuki.
Comrade.
There you are. So,
Evening, Chow Chow.
Kabuki. Evening, top notch as well. Don't scare them off, promise of you. Shut them. Good God, man. Oh,
Guarantee you're doing that again before the end of the qualifying.
Oh, good God. Not what I pictured I'd be doing. I mean, they're still going at it. I mean, probably by the time we get to the end of qualifying, they'll probably finish the fight between, the Jedi and Darth Maul.
Top Notch says Timmer for F1. Couldn't agree more. Get him up there.
Who knew my better half? It's not frontline speed, it's shutdown speed. God damn it. Right, so Q2, obviously, as the weather report provided by everyone in Q1, it looks like some people are mixing it up really with mediums and the soft compound tire. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 medium runners out of the 15 cars that we got on Q2 today.
Guys, yeah, it looks like a bit of a Connect 4 board at the minute on the tyre choice.
Right, so it looks like
so Albon's out first.
Yeah. So he's getting a good run down the long straight, quite a long straight to make it a very good battles down to turn 1. Also leading down to turn 3, which is quite a parallel chicane. We've got to be careful not to too much of turn 3 there, because that could really be detrimental to the rest of the lap, because you never know when you might accidentally go, oh yep, he's backed off. I was going to say, you might have cut the corner, might invalidate, but yeah, it looks like he did definitely do that. So sadly, Albon's going to have to wait for another opportunity and go back around.
Yep, so the next car behind him is going to be the Ferrari of Cameron.
Shall I continue doing an onboard, but with Cameron?
We'll wait for someone to cross the line again and we'll start a fresh lap.
After that, we'll let the rest of these lot finish their flying laps then, but right now, no sort of benchmark that's been set yet.
No, still only part of the session, so we're waiting to see who's going to draw blood first. It looks like it's going to be Cameron. He's not invalidating his lap as yet. He's just going through the tricky stadium section now. Down the final corner, he was going to set A on soft tyres, 16.5. Coming very closely by Military Virus for the 16.1. Tyres are starting to come through now. Guna comes in with the 16.6 on the medium tyres. Wow.
Ooh.
Less than a tenth behind Cameron on a different compound of tyres. I think that's been a great lap.
Very good pace there on the mediums. Definitely, so the medium tyres definitely not an easy one to. Our compounds are not usually the easiest thing to get around the track, especially hards. I'd say if anyone's going for a hard compound start, they're going to have to deal with a little bit of a pace deficit.
What do you think strategy-wise we're going to be looking for?
I definitely think
puts in a lovely time there, 16.2.
we could either see people doing Eagle a 16.1, so that's fastest of the session so far. Maybe you could see soft, medium, soft, soft, medium, or medium, soft, and that's quite a few variations, to do with those two compounds. But obviously, if anyone's new to league racing at all, obviously one of the main rules of Formula 1 is that you must pit onto a different compound of tyre before the end of the race, otherwise that will result in disqualification.
Well, not only that, it's those that qualify in Q2 through to Q3, they have to start the race on the fastest set of tyres they used in Q2, so tyre wear does come into play.
Kill, bro.
Yeah.
I'll get a hold of him. There you go. Yeah.
So you can message him. Thank you very much. Good.
Verstappen,
so
Junior's on that.
top 10 tyre wear. No, Brundle is on the RSF1 racing account, I think it was.
I thought you meant the streaming account.
I'm on my account.
Oh, koala! 15.7.
Very nice, very nice. Braver gets a 16.5 on the mediums. Does push Guna down ever so slightly.
Yeah, Guna's
on board with Kazi, because Kazi's on a lap at the minute. The guys that are left to set a time, Kazi is on a lap. Yeah, I'll start with Kazi. Oh no, Kazi just done a 16.2 on the softs. So, yeah, I mean, considering Kazi is the championship leader at the moment, not looking too comfortable around Mexico at the moment, it seems.
No, this track is definitely a difficult one. Kind of like Japan, you know, Japan's a very favoured circuit of spectators, but when it comes to actually racing it, it's not easy at all, especially when you can either have many transitions of weather or no transitions of any kind, except for, you know, F4 when there was rain, but didn't want to go to intermediate conditions, so you never know really.
I
but
like
this
that,
track,
I thought that was a better drive than the dry track, in all fairness.
It did make it interesting, and a load of people got very clever with their strategies. Unfortunately, some tried to go for the risk of going on to intermediates, but it just didn't work. It was the same with yesterday, really, because I did watch the F1 stream after Rebster jumped in. Also, by the way, big thank you, Rebster, for helping out yesterday. A load of people pitted a couple of laps too early for the intermediate tyres, but it did go to intermediate conditions. But obviously, when you pit a little bit early, it could really burn out the tyres. Albon, 14th fastest car on the grid at the moment, is now going round the last corner. And he actually has second fastest in the Mercedes. That's
nice.
Really good.
Very nice. Can't remember Tim and Ike at the moment almost loses the back end through the exit of the S's. It's probably the hardest part of the S's to actually nail. Managed to get the car.
Could I do the formation lap? Because I don't like that as a suggestion. I say Junior is doing the formation lap and Primus is performing "Shut Down" in the background to heat up the formation lap.
Oh, there it is.
Tim and Ike!
54 from Tim and Ike. Tow it. Go on, lad. Get in there. Well done.
Oh, God.
That's a great lap. He could go quicker as well if he nailed those S's. That was awesome. Well done, sir.
Even with having a little bit of problem with the S's, a spectacular lap. That's actually the pace F4 was kind of setting the other day, and some of F2. So definitely really good time set by Tim and Ike.
Yeah, Tim and Ike throwing the gauntlet out there. He's saying to the other guys there, "Come on in, chase me."
Yeah. Well, it's
chase
the
me.
totes, you know. It's the hashtag totes. It's really, you know, getting them to go to make them go faster. But it looks like, if I could safely say, I think Tim and Ike might be through.
Absolutely, and I think his DRS is definitely working now.
Otherwise, that would have been the right pain to go through all the qualifying with no DRS.
That's right.
But luckily, that's not the case.
Timmer is out of track on the mediums. He's yet to settle that, so he's on board with him right now. Elham is also out on the lap. Albon feels he's done enough. He's retired.
Would you be okay if I did the formation lap and rather not scream "Shut Down" in the background? I'll make sure to treat you guys when we have some battles. You'll get some frontline shutdowns. I'll give you that. I think Verstappen was begging for that, but
Right, you could do formation lap if between every single driver you do, you have to do shadun.
Oh, God's sake, alright, do. Alright. Oh, that looks like we've got a couple of fans where everyone in the comms box is neutral at all times from Brundle. Oh God, Timmer's car was screaming like crazy in the gearbox.
Yeah, Timmer pushing those mediums to their limit.
Oh,
puts him 14th on an 18.7.
Although that car sounds like a sewing machine on my screen. Because I've got the redlining glitch.
Oh, the sound glitch, yeah.
Oh, Fish Sticks goes 5th fastest in the Williams.
Very nice. Very nice. We've got Zombie Head. He's on an outlap, so if you want to ride on board with Zombie Head, do the hot lap.
So, yep, around the last corner goes Zombie Head in the Red Bull. Honda Power versus the leading power of Mercedes across the line. And he's now got a DRS into mode 4, a very long straight lead. I think this is definitely one of the most long straights in the F1 calendar. Not the most longest, but one of them, because of the battles that could occur with a very small turn 1, a good cut across the curb, no time lost there, and no validation. So very nicely done by Zombie Head. Good traction out at the end of the chicane into the second DRS zone of the track. Back into mode 4, he's going to chuck it down back to mode 2 in the medium, into the next sector, the second sector, through the sweeping left and right hander. Now the two right handers, they're very easy place to lose it if you go a little bit deep, but luckily not the case for Zombie Head in the Red Bull. A little bit deep coming out there, go into the S's. He's got to try and maintain the momentum. Nicely cut on the curb there. Oh, a little bit too much cut in there, but it's still good. No, he's backed off with the ERS, but he's not slowed down. And going in the stadium section, we've got some really good battles here all week between F2, 4 and 1, so hopefully F5 can deliver the same kind of battles going through here. But now around the last corner goes Zombie Head in the Red Bull. Can he set himself a really good lap to get into Q3? He actually goes back into the pits.
Oh no, it's a shame. The red track indicator didn't come up and show that he invalidated, so I guessed it was still going, but there you go. I think he must have cut on the S's, I think, cut it, so.
I mean, he's got enough time to get back out there. It's still 2 minutes and 40 seconds, so it's more than enough time to get back out there and at least do one more lap before the end of the session. However, Lauda's now actually
I was just about to say, Lauda's leaving it very late, so he must. Whoa, hello.
That's a good lap.
Missed that because I was looking for Lauda.
Same in. He's actually representing he's actually wearing a helmet that looks more like Niki Lauda's, because it was the death anniversary of Niki Lauda yesterday. So a load of tribute in the F1 page on Instagram and Twitter. A lot of lovely tributes as well to the late Austrian. And looks like Lauda is
Mr. Lauda.
Yeah, a man who set something inspirational. You know, he had said he'd like to dedicate an award to the losers, because you know, you may have gotten satisfaction out of winning, but you learned more from losing. So, wise man indeed, and I imagine, you know, he's up there with the other champions, such as Ayrton Senna and many others. Go back on to the cheery note.
Lap, so.
Would you like to do this one,
Go ahead.
Junior, on board?
You've just done it, so we're good to next session, but we will make sure we keep an eye on what Lauda does. So he must only have one set of tyres available, because he's left it to the very, very last minute to try and set a lap. So hopefully he'll be able to get himself through. Everyone seems to be retiring now. Tim is done. He's had enough. He wanted to obviously. Oh, Lauda goes very deep into turn 1.
But yeah, Tim and I does go second fastest actually with that 15.491. Koala is third with 15.593, and Odguna in the other half 15.677. But Elham, in his debut in the Renault team, is doing really good. He's still 6th fastest. He's actually stayed in the position he finished in Q1 with only 40 seconds left. I think Elham might be safe going into the next qualifying session, but unfortunately, they're definitely confirmed out of Q2, which is surprising. Braver Container out in 11th place. I think he might have retired a little bit too soon, or he should have maybe gone for the SOC, but I think he would rather have not started on them. Cosmic Cameron is definitely on another lap, the same as Zombie Head. Lauda, unfortunately, did make a mistake. Oh, Junior, let's get on board with him. He's got 8 seconds to cross that line to do another lap.
Yeah, he's going to make it. He's going to make it with 3 seconds to spare.
Very good work, Lauda.
He's got to nail turn 1, 2 and 3 to give him a good start on this lap. Let's see. Much better through 1 and 2. Lovely through 3. Now he's got to get a good drive out through the kink of 4. And this is quite a tricky section of the track actually, trying to judge the braking right and not understeering, just like that, turn the car right down. And then you prepare yourself, a slight breath, give yourself a little preparation breath for the S's, and try and get the straightest line possible. I think that may be a cut, he's backed off. Is he backed off?
No.
He's still going.
He's still going! Both Ferraris are on the edge because Cosmic Cameron, round the last corner, goes 7th fastest. Both Ferraris could make it depending on RSF1 Lauda. Going through the stadium section, around the last corner goes RSF1 Lauda. Can he be the second Ferrari to do the job? Round the last corner he goes. RSF1 Lauda, he only goes 14th fastest.
I think he put himself off ever so slightly just going for the S's because I feel he thought he cut it. So he kind of backed off, then realised he hadn't cut it, carried on going. And I think he just lost himself a little bit of time there. So there you go, guys. Kazzy Babes in first position with a fantastic lap, 15.2. Another great lap by Tim and Ike in the Racing Point. Hashtag Towett, 15.4. Followed by Koala in the Haas on a 15.5. Very, very close in the top. Guna in the other Haas on a 15.6. With Button in the Alpha with a 15.8, followed by Zombie Head with a 15.9, Cosmic Cameron with another 15.9, Elham with a 16 flat, Albon in 9th with a 16.1, and in 10th position, I didn't catch the name, but it was also a 16.1. So 9 tenths split in the top 10. That's fantastic.
Right, so we've got quite a few people out, but Bennett's meant to be in the race, isn't he?
Pass, I haven't seen.
Because Bennett joined the session just at the end there. So I'm going to quickly get a hold of Bennett. I might invite Lauda in for a quick interview, as he just missed out on getting in. But first of all, I'll try and in contact with Bennett and ask him to leave.
Good. All good. While you do that, we'll have a go over the standings in Division 5 before these laps really start kicking in. So in first position on 194 points is Kazzy Babes in the Renault, followed by Eagle in the McLaren on 169 points. Then we have Tim and Ike in the Racing Point on 162, so still a title contender. RSF1 Button in the Alfa Romeo on 117. All drivers are pouring out the pits together at the moment. I hope we've not missed if there's rain coming on or not. It's interesting. Albon's going to be first on track again. Back to the standings. J Locker in the Red Bull on 110 points. Lauda doing very well in the Ferrari in 97 points, followed very closely by Military Virus in the Williams on 92. Tim is up there still on 80 points in the Toro Rosso. Koala in the Haas with 73. Odd Guna in the other Haas on 60 points. Zombie Head in the Red Bull on 59. Braver in the Mercedes on 54. Albon in the other Mercedes on 42. Fishsticks in the second Williams on 27. Orphan is no longer, unfortunately. Cosmic Cameron in the Ferrari on 14 points. Kabuki in the other Racing Point has 1. And RSF1 Ricardo is used to be Bottler. He's now in the Toro Rosso, back in at 5 and he's points. So
I've thrown an invite
at the business end
to Lauda, but he's not seemed to have joined. I don't think I've noticed Bennett leaving. If anyone is friends with Bennett, because I've attempted to contact him, but I don't think I've seen him leave, could someone attempt to contact him and ask... Actually, no, he's gone. Yeah, he's gone into a multiplayer game in another lobby, so yeah, he's gone. But he's not arrived, so what about another person, Junior? Who would you say we should get into a quick chat before the beginning of the race?
Who was knocked out in that last session?
I just caught that. That was Odd Guna going for a flying lap, and it looks like Kazzy Babes completely obstructed him. That was a very close incident, but luckily they both managed to jump out of each other's way, but that's definitely ruined Odd Guna.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Keziro's got a
scary
rapid validation for that as well.
yeah, anyways, let's get Braver in the Mercedes. Because we was actually not expecting him to get knocked out of Q2. We thought he was going to be one of those people getting into Q3.
No, that's right. Timonite definitely leaned on this car going through those S's, throwing it through. Managed to keep that back end from sticking out this time. He's got the Renault behind, just in front of him, sorry. Going to the stadium section.
Yeah.
We've got a final corner. Koala goes fastest with a 15.7. Timonite comes around the corner across the line with a 15.7 as well. Just pipping Koala to provisional P1 at the moment. Let's have a look. Elham, let's give Elham a bit of stream time. Braver, good evening. Can you tick the box, please?
Welcome to Virtual Xbox Braver. A very surprise day for comms and actually for the rest of the fans of F5. Me and Junior here were actually thinking that you was going to be one of the people in the top 10 shootout, but you unfortunately got knocked out in Q2. So how's that made you feel being starting in the middle of the field?
Alright. I was expecting it. Well, I wasn't expecting everyone to go on to softs, but I'm sticking to my strategy and hopefully I can still get the win.
Feeling confident around there tonight?
Yeah, it's one of my better tracks. Much better than Japan anyway. I'm not looking forward to US over either.
So you're looking for a one-stop strategy tonight?
I'm going for a 2.
Okay.
Medium, soft.
Still?
Yeah.
That's about what I was going to ask, yeah. I was going to say what tyres.
Yeah, well, I was debating whether to get into Q3 by going on the softs, but I'm in here for the long run, so as soon as lap 1's over and done with, I'm just going to keep pushing non-stop, so yeah.
Good. Well, yeah, good luck for the race, mate. What position is it you're starting again? Is it 11th?
13th.
13th, sorry. So yeah, tricky starting position there, especially with the long run down to turn 1, but keep your nose clean, mate, and we might see you in the podium interviews at the end of the race.
Yeah, we'll be driver of the day.
Cheers.
Have a good one, mate.
Good luck, mate.
You too.
Right, so going around the last corner, he's now about to begin a... No, he's going into the pits. I thought he was gearing himself up for a flying lap. Elham, but he backed off a bit. But right now, good pace actually being shown in qualifying by Guna. Very, very good. And Timonite and
Missed
Guna
off Gunas because he was braver, but Timonite is 3 temps up in sector 2. He's just set a purple middle sector. He's going through the stadium section now. If he can get another temp through this section, he'll be on for provisional pole again. Oh, he almost takes the Barry Bottas line.
Is the toe whip's going to fly?
Corner. He does improve, but he lost a lot of time in that final section.
8 thousandths of a second he was off of the leading time.
That's correct, but he was three temps up going into that stadium. And he had a bit of a back end slide coming out the third to last corner, and I think that's what stopped him from getting that then. That's a bit of a shame, but he's got plenty of time to get back in and get another set of boots on and go again, so I expect to see that time come down, but I also expect it from Obguna as well, so this could be an interesting shootout for the pole position. Now, is it, from experience and watching other races so far this week, I'm sure Mam Lukash will probably agree with me as well, but is it best to start in pole here? I don't think it is.
Probably not actually, because you know, I've seen many people who start off in pole actually get really bad starts off the line because they've always been challenged quite heavily going into turn 1. Right, you know, being in the first place spot, you know, by the time you get to turn 1, you've got 2 or 3 cars on you. It's quite a pressurising position to really be in. I mean, I've known many tracks that like starting in first ain't too bad, but Mexico is definitely not one of those tracks you want to be starting on pole in. I know normally it's who's the fastest around here, but with that devastatingly long and straight, it is not a good spot to be in first. But it all depends on your traction as well, you know, how well your tyres are heated up during the formation lap. I think actually the first place spot is in the rubber actually. In the marble, sorry, not rubber, marble.
On the offside of the track, yeah. Oh, Kazibo sets a purple sector 1. This could be an absolute flyer from Kazi. So we're getting to the business end of Q3 now, guys, in the chat. What do you think? Who do you think is going to be pole, and what sort of time do you think we could be seeing? You've got 3 minutes to leave your suggestions before we sort of see the end of Q3. And at the moment, Kazi looks like he is flying.
Yeah, he's doing really good with that purple first sector. He now crosses the second sector board, but not purpling the second sector, from what I can see. So into the stadium, where we previously saw Timonek lose a little bit of over.
Kazi's done exactly the same.
Yeah, I was going to say that was a bit of a slidey exit, but the championship leader around the last corner only goes 5th fastest. So that
15.7.
That really did.
The pressure is on for Kazi. So we've got in the chat, Verstappen says a 15.1 odd Guna to set that. Grunt says Timmy P1, Kazi P2 and Guna P3. Chow Chow says pole will be a 14.8.
Looks like, if I'm correct, we're getting some predictions coming through now. Grunt Ashery. He says Timmy P1, I think he means Timonek. Second Kazi and third Guna, but right now Guna's still on provisional pole. Timonek's still in the pit space, sitting second fastest, and Button's actually in the third place seat, because Rob was on board with Kazi Babes when he had the slight touch of oversteer in the stadium section. Button actually put himself up from 5th fastest to 3rd.
Yeah, he did. 15.5 in 3rd place. Grunt says it's going to be a 14.999. Cash says it's a 15 flat, exactly. Chow Chow says Koala in 1st, Guna in 2nd, and Button in 3rd. Oh, interesting. So there's a bit of a mixed predictions at the minute. We're just about to see Guna come round the final corner. Oh, he just clips the wall. That's going to have slowed him down. He does go faster. He improved, but what could it have been? Let's see where Button is. Button is just coming to finish sector 2. He's only 0.008 of a second up. He's going to have to try and find a lot of time. He won't have enough time to get back in the pits either. He's followed very, very closely as well by Button. He goes slower. So Kazi is
in the lap before it started. Because sometimes you get the outlap glitch where you'll see loads of people saying outlap when they're actually on a flying lap. 3D S's goes Kazi Babes. Oh, a bit wide out the S's.
Koala coming round the final corner now. And Koala goes first with a 14.8. Oh, wow, there you go.
Good lap from Koala. That's Haas on 1st and 2nd place. Meanwhile, it looks like both the Renault are struggling to compare, because Kazi just really had a horrible moment in the stadium section, costed him a significant amount of time. He's going to have to go back around and have another go. Meanwhile, Elham is actually on a flying lap. Renault need this. If Renault don't get sufficient points for today, Haas could start to retake the lead of the Constructors' Championship.
Odd Guna's going again. Timonek's on his lap at the minute. Hasn't set purple sector 1, but still pushing. Eagle he was 0.2 quicker. He's finished. He finishes in provisional P4 at the moment. Button is finished, I would imagine.
Albon only 8
Elham's just coming out an outlap, but no.
I think Elham's actually going to lap, because I swear I saw him cross the line.
So it leaves Timonek in purple in sector 2. Timonek's got to get a better run through the stadium section. He's going a little bit slower this time.
Again, a little touch of
Still
hit the ball!
Kick a back end there.
Oh no!
Oh, he lost all that time. I think Button's done. You see Kazi's come around the final corner.
Oh no, Kazi didn't do it.
Let's see, Guna has invalidated. Oh,
hits.
wow, what a lap from Koala. Who called Koala for P1?
I didn't expect that. Very good from Koala. I was expecting Kazi to definitely put an impression up there, but I think there might have been a problem with Kazi really getting acclimatised with the track in Q3.
I actually think not Grunt, Chow Chow called that. I'm pretty sure. There you go. Check the video for game pole be a 14.8, and he did say Koala in first as well. What a prediction.
Wait, he did?
Do the lottery tonight, Chow Chow. Do the lottery.
He did as well, 14.8. If he would have said Koala 14.8, I would buy a lottery ticket right now. Well, not right now, because someone's stream.
14.8, Koala, Oddgooner and Timonique, and let's see...
I was going to say, Timonique third, I'll bet you're pleased with that.
Right.
I know you're meant to be...
2 out of 3 ain't bad, Chow Chow.
Oh god, Verstappen says it's time Primus.
You know what to
do. We agreed, obviously.
Right. Do you want to run through the top 10 quickly before the time runs up?
Okie dokie, so in 10th place for the start of the race is Zombie Head in the Red Bull. 9th place is RSF1 Albon in the Mercedes. Cosmic Cameron 8th in the Ferrari, starting behind Kazi, both the championship leader in the Renault. In 7th place, RSF1 Button is in 6th in the Alfa Romeo. 5th, Elham in his debut in the Renault team, so very good to Elham, out-qualifying his teammate. In 5th place in the Renault. 4th is Eagle in the McLaren. 3rd is Timonique in the Racing Point, #co-op. 2nd and 1st place, a double Haas knockout with Guna in 2nd and Koala in 1st.
And that is just what Haas needed for the constructors, because they are so close to Renault in 2nd place at the moment that a good race from them around here tonight will push them above if Renault have a bit of a shocker.
Right, so we're now waiting on the drivers to sort themselves out with their setups. You know, it's a this actually feels one of the most tense moments, as well as doing the formation lap, because you've got a little bit of time on your hands between qualifying and the race, and you're just sitting there thinking, oh god, what's going to happen if this happens? Or, it's a very nerve-wracking moment.
Do you know, I don't ever think whatever happens if this happens, or I always think, please don't ready up, please don't ready up, please don't ready up.
Yeah, I need to... RSF1 Vettel. And now, ladies and gentlemen, get off your seats, stand up for the national anthem by Primus Gaming.
Prepare to be astonished.
Bless you. You gotta do it in like the opera voice,
Let me turn my headset down quickly while you do it.
Yeah, I don't want to make your ears bleed. No, I'd rather leave that till after we've gotten the race started. A little bit of a fun race is underway, but RSF1 Racing, shout out to Primus tonight. Very brave to put that message out. Your dad is very proud of you. You're a well-mannered man and pleasure tonight. Thank you very much, Brundle. It's very nice of you to say. It's much appreciated. And
fair play.
Bit of love from Pepper Me as well, saying I love Primus. Lennox.
We all love Pepper.
Everyone in chat. Lennox saying, my bet is on Kazi Babes to win the next race. Do you mean this race or the United States Grand Prix, Lennox?
Yeah, forget this one. We're going to the next one. Yeah.
Best comment on the grid by Pepper Me as well. So,
Pepper the people's champ.
Yeah, I was going to say, when I commentate F2, apologies about the dog sneezing, but when Pepper Me actually is in a race, everyone really shows a massive support.
Yeah, Pepper's a legend. Junior is the true GOAT, says Hush. Forza Towip, Hush. Forza Towip.
Hey. Thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate the compliments and the support. It's very, very nice of all of you.
Right, we're almost there. I can feel it. I'm waiting for a tick from Timonique. He is the host tonight. Let's have a look. Less of that, thank you, Zombie Ed. Forza pointless Patronus. Sorry, who are you?
Got a couple of hashtag jerk mercs, banana squads.
The jerks in the merc, love it.
And then Vettel says undefeatable. Junior is my baby daddy, put by Chow Chow.
Genius, mate. I'm still waiting for the child support money, Chow Chow, yeah?
Oh my god. Oh, there you go. Tim and Ike, he's ready up.
Here we go. Okay, so it's been a fairly good week of racing so far. Let's hope F5 don't disappoint as usual. And we get some good racing through Mexico. Mexico's pretty good for overtaking, so fingers crossed we're going to see some good moves tonight.
Yeah, the overtaking, the main points of overtaking is definitely the main straight leading up to the end of the second DRS zone. That's definitely the perfect points to make overtakes. But we'll now go do the formation.
Over to you.
Yeah, the shutdowns will have to be after, guys. But in 17th place, down at the back of the grid after a bit of a harsh start to the Mexican Grand Prix, is Jay Locker in the Red Bull. He'll have to put a little bit of work in, but he's still got all the day ahead of him, with Kabuki in front of him in the Racing Point. He's definitely looking like he doesn't want to weave and warm up his tyres, so it's him. Timmer is in 15th in the Toro Rosso. Honda Power against RSF1 Lauda in 14th in the Ferrari, who just missed out on Q2 after having a little bit of a rough lap. Pro Container, who just briefly spoke to in the podium, it's on the podium interview, it's not even in the podium yet, in the Virtual box in the Mercedes in 13th place. Military Virus in 12th in the Williams. 11th is Fish Sticks, who's also in the Williams, so both of them up there together, so maybe we might see team orders near the start. Zombie Head in 10th in the other Red Bull, so the Raging Bulls have to start outside the top 10 for the start, but they might push up. RSF1 Albon in the Mercedes in 9th. He's got to deal with Cosmic Cameron in a Ferrari up ahead, so a good battle that we've seen in real life F1 between Sebastian Vettel and Lewis Hamilton. Kazi Babes, the championship leader, will start P7, not a place where he'd want to be, but it's still a decent position nonetheless. RSF1 Button, who starts in 6th place in the Alfa Romeo. 5th place, Elham in his debut in the Renault. He'll be really happy to out-qualify the championship leader and his teammate with contact with Button and Kazi Babes, which is not what we want to see. Eagle 4th in the McLaren, Timonic 3rd in the Racing Point, Odguna 2nd in the Haas, and Koala in 1st in the Haas.
There we go. Disappointed though there was no shadowns there, but
that will come momentarily. I think we agreed when a battle happens that you'll get the odd shutdown. Part of the deal.
Right, we're just waiting for the drivers to reform the grid, and then we'll be looking for 5 red lights and get the Mexican Grand Prix for F5 underway. This is the tense part. This is the bit where everyone's trying to gear themselves up for a good start, and we definitely need a good start around this track. Here we go, we've got 1, 2, 3, 5 red lights, and away they go. The Mexican Grand Prix. There's not a very good start. Very quickly, Timonic goes to the inside. Come on, let's get some action. Going into turn 1, we've got a lot of cars going 4 wide.
Oh, contact in the back!
We've got a pile-up. The M25 is appearing in Mexico. Oh, there's some wheel banging as well.
There's so many touches of wheels and three-minute battle between Timonic, Button and Jay Locker. Timonic really suffering a loss with Jay Locker from last place. Oh, there's more contact! There's all the wing debris! Yeah, Timonic has got some little places there from P3 down to P8. Whoa, Timonic, a hectic start. Challenging Zombie Head into the S's. Zombie conceded the position, and Timonic moved back up to 7th place. Unfortunately, losing 4 positions in the process. That's not a very good place for Timonic to be. But Fish Sticks and Albon definitely took advantage of the situation. Jay Locker, who was last, by the way, was in 10th.
Yeah, he's been right up for the pack through the shenanigans in turns 1, 2, and 3. Koala still maintains the lead.
Back of the grid, I think Eagle had a spin with contact with Kabuki, so
Kabuki's got wing damage. Both end plates missing. He's going to need to pit. And there's a few drivers in the pit now. We've got Kazi and Zombie in the pits. Kazi championship leader, has had a bad start to this race. Timothy Locker up 8 places.
All
Fantastic.
Fishdicks and Cameron in the first sector in the chicane, but it looks like Cameron tried to defend going against Fishdicks, but eventually Cameron got a really poor run. Now Albon's actually got in there taking advantage of the Ferrari. It's a bit of a bad moment. He cuts him off. He gets the overtake done, but he slots right back in front, so the Ferrari has no way of retaking the position. So Albon up into 5th, but that Ferrari's getting eaten up because now he's got Timmerlake.
It's a lovely little midfield battle here. You've got fairly close, waiting for that DRS lap to come into play. Just trying to see if drivers have got any damage. There's the one thing that really hurts you around here as well is slight damage, especially through those S's.
It's definitely not a really good place. Back in the beginning of the race when everyone was really pumped up going through the first couple of corners. However, Koala may have had a bit of a poor start going off the line, but he's managed to keep hold of the lead. However, Guna does want this. Are we going to see Guna back off, or maybe even a battle between the Haas? I don't think Gunter would be very happy if these two make contact, otherwise they might turn into Drive to Survive RSF1.
Gunter.
Gunter. He's not in Pete Koala. That's probably what you'd hear from Gunter Steiner if he was in control of these two.
Timmerlake is putting some pressure on Cosmic Cameron round to turn 4. Doesn't get the move done. Cameron takes the inside line. Just trying to see this. All the drivers are still quite close together, so just waiting for a battle to appear really. Guna still sticking with his teammate up in P1 and P2. All they've got to do is get the cars home in that position, and they've got the potential to take the lead in the championship.
They do, definitely. But more battles going down in the midfield is so Timmerlake still going ahead. Timmer's actually catching Braver Container. Do remember Timmer's on softs and Braver's on medium, so definitely tyre advantage.
Right, yeah, I mean, I was looking for Braver to have a really good start, but he's not made as many positions as I think he expected to. So Guna with DRS on Koala now. He'll go down into turn 1. Is he going to have enough to get there? I don't think this time.
Not quite yet, but Button on Timmerlake going down into the first corner. I said it. I said I'll do it. It's a deal. Going into turn 1. Button does it, and it looks like Daft Timmerlake with his double lightsaber can't hold off the Alfa Romeo. So Button moves up into 7th place. He's now got to deal with Timmerlake putting pressure back on him. Going into turn 4. Button tries to close it down the inside, but it looks like Timmerlake's still putting the pressure in, and it looks like they almost touch, but the respect amount of room
switchback.
Poor traction from Button, and he has to try and keep Tobit behind him at the racing point, and it looks like Timmerlake might just leave it for the moment and pick another moment to try and attack for 7th place.
That's the thing, is you have to if you can't make the move in those DRS zones, unless the car in front makes a big mistake, like it looks like Koala's slowing right down there into the stadium section, you have to wait until his DRS straights. It's the only other way you can make a move. Like I say, unless the car makes a mistake. Guna again is 5/10 behind Koala. Can he make a move down the start finish straight?
Oh, here we go, round the outside.
Koala goes defensive. A better camera angle than the front wing. Come on, Guna makes the move and makes a stick. Whoa, goes out around the outside of Koala from turn 1, cuts back to the inside and makes the move stick, gets the DRS, and he's going to try and have to pull away now. Penalties coming all over the place from these guys.
Albon gets a penalty as well.
Penalty. Yeah, this battle from 4th all the way down to Timmer in 11th. They're so close together, all within DRS of each other and all fighting for position.
The Haas guys are just pulling away, and it looks like Albon tried to get a little Cosmic Cameron, but he made a little mistake of traction. Timmerlake's actually been challenged by a military virus going out of the 2 right-handers side by side. It looks like Albon got a bit of that. He cuts the chicane.
Timmerlake's just been hit from the rear and pushed off of the track.
Oh no!
Braver Container hit Timmerlake on the rear, going in, and he's obviously clipping that now. He's got underplate damage.
It's the Tims behind Brave, but you've got down the inside. He's going Timmer like on Timmer. It looks like he's going to try and cut across the curve, but Timmer's just holding him off. A very close battle. That could have been very nasty. Luckily, they managed to recover after what would have been a devastating incident. Timmer just keeps on hitting the back of that Mercedes.
It was lag on, not them, but Braver slowed right down in that last corner.
He did.
And now, Timothy right behind Timmer going down the start for a straight with DRS. Locker's just behind us as well, getting the front row seat.
Down the inside goes
turn
Timmer.
one on the inside.
Oh, deep.
Timmer comes for a switchback, but doesn't quite get it. Timmer's got the line through turn one. And Timmer's about to get swallowed up by J-Locker as well.
A little bit of a wobble there. And he's trying. Oh, it looks like
J-Locker on the cross.
He's sticking it in there. They make contact again.
Little wheel banging in there.
They want this.
Two technical drivers going through this S section as well. He's right behind front of Cameron. This race is. Albon loses the car there.
Oh,
Just
that was
trying to see if he's got wing damage at all, because yeah, he has. He's got end plate damage. So Braver's had to pit. He's pitted onto a fresh set of mediums again.
Sorry to cut in.
Medium
Transition to the lead. Kawat takes the lead and instantly jumps in front of Guna to close that line off, and that instantly makes Guna hesitate, fall back, and Koala retakes the lead at the Mexican Grand Prix. The two Hasses may be leading the race, but there's no teammate consideration here. These guys are fighting for the win.
Yes, who wants points the most? There is there's a fair few fights coming on at the moment. Cameron's caught right up to the back of Virus. No, Virus took the position of Cameron actually. They've made a switch.
Yeah, they must have made the switch on the straight, but Albon's still a little bit behind. But that wing damage is definitely a
Albon's
step
sticking
back.
close. He's got the wing damage. Oh, louder, can you
Louder's
louder,
gone.
please?
Yeah, I'll get back.
I think it's just lagged out. So you've got Virus, Cameron, Albon, Timony, all stuck in this DRS train with each other at the moment.
Timonike is definitely gaining on RSF1 and Albon. I think Timonike might see about.
It's to be expected.
Yeah, it's going to swallow them up, but we're going to have to go back to the leaders yet again, because Guna's going to have the DRS, and he's now attacking for the lead against Koala, and Timmer gets a 3-second time penalty. But I don't think Guna's got the track to make the attack.
Nope. And Timony makes the move on Albon. Albon pits. And the gap starts to spread out a little bit now, which is it's a lot better for us.
Yeah, I was
going to
say. But Kazi's actually being challenged now by the Zombie Head. Two hard compound runners in this race. Now Albon's actually moved on to that as well.
Right on the back of Tim at the moment, going through turn 3 into the second DRS, so he should be able to make a move. Yeah, goes to the inside. This is where they had the contact before. Swap positions this time now. Locker gives the room and down the outside to the squeeze. It's really inside. Who's got a better traction? Looks like Timmer, but Locker looks for the switch back.
The touch! They're still side by side going into the S's, and you've got Eagles breathing down their necks.
Side by side, and either Timmer concedes. Oh, and Locker's spun! Locker's spun!
J-Locker! That safety car, no, he's getting back on. He might be alright, but Koala's received a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Oh, that's big. That is big.
Oh dear, that could cost Koala dearly.
Yeah, especially with Bruno being that close to him.
Guna needs a good in-lap to really put himself back up there. But now Fishdix and Elham in third place, by the way. That could be really good for Renault. Really well. Oh, and he gets a penalty just as I said it.
In 6th place. Behind Cameron on fresh softs versus 8-lap old softs. Let's see how long it takes to dispatch of Cameron. I think we can get it done down the straight, to be fair. He's almost there.
Looks like he's going to go down the inside on the Ferrari. But looks like Cameron's going to try
late
and
braking.
cover him off on the outside, but in the end, he's just like, it's not worth it. Fresh tyre versus
Nice move.
worn. He's like,
Locker's in the pits getting his wing changed. That's costly for Locker there. You just saw a slow motion, the back end slide, and then yeah, the rear wheels just wanted to overtake the front wheels and something into the barrier. Unfortunately, Button on Albon on Zombie. Is this nice little battle in front?
Good little scrap. It looks like Button's lagging a little bit.
It looks alright from here at the moment. He's tucked right under the rear diffuser of Zombie right there.
Yeah, Zombie's got pressure from Mercedes and the Alfa Romeo military virus, a 3-second time penalty that's added on to his race time at the end. About S's Elham finally pits. Gooner's gone onto the hard compound
pits as well
tyres.
for
He's going
hard
for the one
tyres.
stop.
Yeah, see, this is what I did this on.
Oh.
Yeah, see, speed in the pit lane. This pit lane is a tricky entrance. Honestly, I was petrified of getting a 5-second stop time penalty for that on Monday, and I did the same strategy as Gunnar, and it wasn't a comfortable strategy. I don't know how, because I chose the 2-stop, but I changed the tyres by mistake, somehow, possibly, and yeah, it was a horrible strategy to take.
And there's a Braver Container and Button are battling down the straight, but even with Button on soft compound tyres, he's been really challenged by Braver on the mediums, and for the moment it looks like Button's going to have to concede in this battle. A very good move there by Braver, who should have actually had the grip disadvantage but made it work.
Yeah, but
hard
it
now
looks to me like Braver's struggling on this track for some reason. It just doesn't seem to... It's very, very understeery. Doesn't seem to be... Oh! Albon and Cameron.
That was a very nice spins, but Cameron's having problems, and Albon is eager to get by him.
Sometimes you've got to be patient and hope for a move.
Ooh, bit of tail ends coming out there. Koala actually battling fish sticks for the second place. They're touching wheels. They're constantly touching wheels. It's one by one, and it looks like Koala he takes the lead. Wait, what?
Oh, and Ghosts. Either he was clipping that, or...
Wait, did he just DC?
The lag spike or something. But yeah, he just desynced nearly a second behind Military Virus now.
The Military Virus now takes the lead, but a little bit of lag coming from Military. Military's gone to AI. Military gets a 40-second time penalty while being challenged by...
Yeah, I think... Koala gets a 3 second as well, so that's 8 seconds for Koala so far. Guna's having a very, very clean race so far. He's only 1.7 seconds behind his teammate. His teammate has to stop again and has time penalties, so it's
apparently the ghost
for Koala so far.
It's quite common.
Cameron goes for a move on Eagle. Puts himself in front of the Ferrari there.
And a battle between Koala and Military Virus going into the last corner. This is where Koala is going to try and retake the lead as Military Virus gets poor traction around the last corner due to being on the medium compound tyres are 10 laps old, 11 laps old now. Koala with a DRS and the better traction at the last corner takes the lead of the Mexican Grand Prix. Meanwhile, Gunnar is actually getting in this action and he's slowly catching up.
As well.
Oh, looks like we've had enough. It's Cameron!
Cameron's gone, and we have a virtual safety car. Braver's got a 5-second time penalty for severe collision there with Cameron, so I don't know what happened between those two. But
must have been a move down the inside by the looks of it. The only reason why he crashed
like
out there.
Yeah, and just pushed him out into the wall there. Did Lauda rejoin? I didn't see.
I think he did. I'll try again. I don't know if he did get in. Yes, it's in player Mexico. Nice J Locker on the car. I'm an idiot.
Top Notch says Lauda needs an invite, so if you can invite him as soon as you can, please.
Yeah, getting back in. Sorry about that, Lauda. Hopefully that will work now. Send a couple.
So, virtual safety car, we have got Koala still in first position, but he's very closely followed by Military and Gunnar. Gunnar has got this race chopped up if he can just keep it clean and keep himself close to his teammate. His teammate's got to pit again. And unless there's a safety car, I would imagine Gunnar's going to the end on those hard tyres. So, being a second and a half behind his teammate, He's in a very, very good position right now.
Oh, Albon's had a problem. Albon's gone off in the S's.
Let's see which part of the S's it is.
That's
It's
coming
the second
out.
part by the looks of things. Yep.
Must have just gotten a little bit too much curb, and it was more than enough to send the car off. But never did I think
No wing
I'd
damage
see
at the moment.
a hard compound runner, Oguna, take military
So Guna made
virus.
it past military.
Yeah, and now he's actually starting to slowly gain on Koala, who's on softs. This is interesting. Guna could do it.
It's currently his race to lose.
It is, and Lauder's now back in, and he's holding off a fresh. Oh, Lauder!
whoa.
Lauder's in the wall! He went straight off!
Okay. I wonder if that's just as he took control of his car there, you know?
That might have been. That's a nasty spot to have an off, and luckily no real harm done. I mean, there is wing damage, but it could have been worse. It could have been completely out of the Grand Prix, but it's really gone and set Lauda back. And with the result in Cosmic Cameron being the race, it's a bad day for Ferrari.
Yeah, that's it. I'm still interested to see what happened between the Ferrari and the Mercedes there. Because I think there was
the wheel wasn't connected.
definitely Braver picking up the... oh, no!
So he took control, and in the wall he went.
That is definitely not ideal. So just got to keep an eye on this gap now between Koala and Laguna. Currently 3 seconds. Now, Koala needs to gap 8 seconds plus, and still fit another pit stop in there at the moment.
We've got a battle between the championship, the top two. Championship rivals between Kazi Babes and Eagle, because Eagle is getting on the back of Kazi Babes. He's on 12-lap old hard, and Eagle with the fresh softs. An interesting battle unfolding.
We'll keep an eye on that as well. Kabuki's in the pits. He's changing onto hard tyres. He's going for the one stop. Did he really do 14 laps on those soft tyres?
I think he did, which is quite amazing, honestly.
No, he must have stopped early doors. Oh, he stopped early doors. He had wing damage, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he did. Kazi struggling, by the way.
Currently, but
do you remember?
Looks like Eagles just patiently waiting for the start to finish straight.
He is. He saw the tail lap he ran out, and he's just like, not yet. Bob my time. Even through the last corner, Kazi got a little bit of kick from the rear of the car, and. Coming to the RS.
Kazi doing everything he can to break the toe, but it's fairly easy move there for Eagle.
Takes
so
7th
P1,
place.
Oh, Albon's gone.
Oh, he's retired.
Where's
from the
that?
pits.
Oh, okay. Didn't enough. Timonique picked up a 3-second time penalty. Come on. That's definitely through those S's.
And it looks like, unfortunately, the game...
Again, these two are side by side into turn 5 and 6.
They've got an AI on the track.
They haven't with each other. AI of...
Albon, he retired in the pits, but looks like the game sent the car back out.
Yeah, he usually does that. He'll pull over at end of stop, finish straight and retire properly. So Locker picks up a 3-second time penalty through those S's. Virus is in the pits. Now he's 15 lap old mediums. What's he going to be? Oh, hards. Interesting. Okay.
That's
not a strategy I expected to see. To be fair.
Moves up a position. However, Guna is losing more time to Koala. Just after a lap, it looks like Koala opened a 1.5 to Oguna, but Koala needs to continue to open up this gap because he has to pit again onto the medium compound tyres. Oguna can go to the end of the button. Oh, what's happened?
Military Virus just come out of the pits in front of Timmer, going into turn 1, and has spun Tim around by looks of things. I don't know whether he turned across Timmer or Timmer got the understeer on him, but yeah, Timmer ended up having a slide. How many times can you say Timmer in one sentence?
Replay. It looks like Timmer tried to go down the inside to defend. Military Virus was defending right on the outside, and they just touched. But luckily, no visible damage on either of them, which is quite fortunate.
No, it doesn't look like it. It's just not great for Timmer's. Oh!
Louder!
Is that Louder? Louder's in the wall. That's the S's.
More damage!
More damage on the front wing. Both end plates gone. And those hard tyres after 1 lap old are they're going to be slightly cooked.
And that wing damage, that's just even worse to add on for RSF1 Lauda. It looks like he's not having a good day.
Yeah, not the best of races so far for Lauda. But then if he had been practicing USA instead of Mexico this week, he's obviously not really acclimatised himself to the track. So, that's a shame. Hopefully he'll pit, get a fresh wing on, get some medium tyres, come out and have a good stab. We still can expect the safety car.
I was going to say, a safety car could be happening at any moment, and that could instantly revive Lauda's chances of getting back in this race. It's all about persistence, really.
Fingers crossed.
So in the pits he goes. He's not retired yet, so it looks like
come on, Lauda, Forza Tow it. Braver picks up another time penalty. He's gone for soft.
He's gonna keep it going. And they're lap old already, so they're definitely pre-worn soft compound tyres, but I think they're the tyres he started on. Obviously,
they're 0 laps. He's 1 lap down at the moment.
Oh yeah, right, yeah. That was just me looking at the wrong bit, saw the lap counter and not the tyre. That was my mistake. Military Virus.
Gap to lead us so far.
Here we go. Battle between Military Virus and Jay Locker down the straight. It looks like Locker was going to try and cover it inside. And it looked like, even with the hard tyres, Military Virus easily takes a position and is now pushing on ahead to attack the championship leader. A little bit of a battle going on in the sector. We've got more yellow flags. I think that might be someone.
Just an off-track section there.
Probably. So I might just actually went wide and the game must have been like, oh yeah, yellow flags.
That's it. So that's the difference between the fresh hards and the old softs there. Braver's gone in the pits. Braver's in the pits, gone. Right, Koala is in the pits. Koala's gone into medium tyres to the end of the race. Let's see how far behind his teammate he is. He's going to come out in 5th. Is Tim going to get through?
Yeah, because Tim and Ike's gone in. Kazi and Eagle are not going to be close enough to really challenge Koala. I think Koala's going to keep 4th place. And now he needs to push on these tyres, but he also needs to be careful because he's got to do a load of laps on these mediums. He can afford to push a little bit, but he has to make sure he keeps an eye on them because these have got to last to the end of the race.
Yeah, Timothy put it at the same time there as well. He's onto the mediums till the end of the race. Now, Koala has got a 5, chased down Guna. He's got 19 seconds behind him, and he's got to find an extra 8 seconds after that.
Actually, no. He served it.
Double check.
He just served the penalty.
He served the 5 seconds there.
Yeah, he served the 5-second penalty in the pit. So going over the top 10, we'll go over the top 10. So Guna has got no penalty. He's got 2 warnings. Fishtix has got 2 warnings. Elham has got 1, 2. He's got 6 seconds worth of time penalties and 1. So yeah, 2 penalties and 1 warning. Koala has got 1 penalty and 2 warnings as he served the 5-second time penalty. Eagle has got a 5-second time penalty. Kazi Babes, 1 warning. Military Virus has got 2 penalties and 4 warnings. I don't know how that's physically possible. Jay
Contact
Locker.
warning, probably.
Probably, yeah. Jay Locker has got 2 penalties and 2 warnings. Sorry, that was Timmer, sorry. No, that was Jay Locker, yeah. 2 penalties and 2 warnings. Yeah, I looked at the wrong bit there. Excuse my
Interestingly, Locker's pitted onto the mediums now, and he's came out, not just behind Timmer, but he's behind Timmer. So these two could be battling again. It's like round 4, I believe. He's got to
However,
get
he
first.
has
Just
got
down the start finish straight.
Yeah, I was going to say, to prevent him from battling his race rival today, Button has separated the pair of Honda-powered cars. Obviously, the sister team, bless you, the sister team, which is now ahead of its alpha.
Yeah.
Oh,
Locker's looking for a move.
inside.
Oh, he's going to go for a switch back. He's a little bit too early. He gets a 3-second time penalty for cutting the corner as well.
Risky move.
No wing damage.
Luckily, yeah, I was going to say no damage, so might be all right. Guna still leads with Fishstick slowly falling back.
Lead at the moment. Comfortable lead in the race. Good pace on those hard tyres as well.
Eagles now pitting.
Yep. Eagles probably going to go on mediums
serving his
till
5-second
the end.
time penalty.
Yeah, Timothy makes it up to 7th now. So we've got 31 viewers. Thanks everyone for tuning in to watch this race. It's been a very good one so far. We're at a bit of a lull in the race now. And in the last probably 5 or 6 laps, we're probably going to see a little bit more action as the different sets of tyres and strategies come into play.
I'm going to have to, Junior, as Jay Locker is getting closer and closer to Button. It can challenge into turn 1. It looks like he is going to round the outside. Round the outside. And he does it.
So
the touch!
He's spun again!
Into the back of Locker!
And he's got one down his plate. He's gone. And he's on fresh hard as well. That is definitely not helping him.
That was a nasty accident.
Oh.
And it looks like poor Button's now paid the toll for all but preserving those hards very well. He just wanted to try and keep Locker at bay as best he can and try to remake the move or retake his position, but sadly it's come at a toll, and now Button's falling back to zombie heads.
Koala is absolutely flying. He was like 7/10 behind Elham at the start finish straight, and has overtaken him into turn 1. He is on an absolute burn.
Very good move by Koala. Elham also on 12-lap old mediums. I'm pretty sure he's got to pit soon because I don't know if those tyres will last to the end. Well, Kazi's
couple more laps,
last.
he'll go into the
Kazi's done
softs.
20 laps.
And those hard
Junior,
tyres, yeah.
This is mad. Do you think he's go to the end?
I wouldn't like to. I did 27 laps on my hards on Monday, and they felt awful after 16 laps, so I really wouldn't want to, but Kazi might be a master of keeping his tyres good, so you never know.
Could have been looking after them. I don't think I've seen Kazi get into too many battles with the hard compound tyres. I think he's been doing his best to preserve, and we did get a virtual safety car, so I might have bought a little
There's
bit
the
of
difference
time
though.
life.
Virus is on 6 laps on his hards versus 20 laps of Kazi's, and he's catching quick.
Oh, and Albon's now.
We've got who is this? Is this Kabuki's in the wall.
Oh no,
In the stadium
Kabuki!
section, and he needs to move or he's going to get disqualified.
Come on, Kabuki,
No, he's
you can
got
do
wing
it.
damage.
Oh no!
And he's been disqualified. I hope that does not cause an incident. No.
It looks like the car's reversing to the.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
no!
Kabuki there.
And it's setting down
Got to keep
immediately
that car
down to
moving.
17th.
Oh, virus on Kazi. Kazi's defending hard.
Oh, down the inside.
Virus would have been a very, very nice move if he committed to that then.
He's been smart. He's waiting for the correct opportunity because he saw he could have probably tried to make a move around the outside there before he got to the two-handed, but he thought actually no, worn hard to rather take my chances in another area.
See how much Kazi has to lift through these S's on these worn tyres. Yeah, it's quite a lot of lifting posted through there.
Kazi trying to cut off the slipstream to military virus, but weaving like that will cause unnecessary degradation to the tyres.
Just keep an eye on the time between Koala and Fish Sticks for me, please, because they're starting to drop as well.
Yeah, alright, I'll keep an eye on that.
Because at this present time, I think if Koala can catch his teammate,
Yeah,
and
he's
pass him,
chopping down that time a lot. He cut down to 3/10 of a second. Military virus on Kazi!
why does it give me such a ridiculous camera angle going down the straight?
Well, round the
Honestly, look
side,
at the
military
front
did on Kazi.
right wing.
Superb move, and Koala again, another 3/10 chopped off between the gap between him and Fish Sticks. Fish Sticks is feeding those 13-lap old mediums, however, Koala is quite comfy at those tyres.
Just have a look in the
Guna.
chat.
Guna must be praying to hold off Fish Sticks to hold off Koala. That's what Guna must be praying, because if
Koala's catching quick as well.
yeah, if he's held up by Fish
He's
Sticks,
taken over a second in a lap.
yeah, I think Koala's going to make the move here. He's already within the DRS range, but will he have it going onto the straight? I don't think. Oh no, he does.
Yeah, he does.
Go on
He
to the
does. Let's
application
see if he
zone.
can catch, because he's running a very low aero by the looks of things. He's on overtake.
Oh my
and
God,
he's
at
got
that
DRS. Will he
distance,
make a
he's gonna
move
do
in
it.
turn one? Is he going to go for it?
Yeah.
No, he backs out.
Oh,
Yeah,
smart.
he thought better of it there.
Oh, louder.
Speed in the pit lane for louder.
Oh, Kazi and Virus going at it again. No,
Just
sorry,
happens
no.
as it's
no,
time for Shadun done.
Into turn 4 goes Koala and takes Fish Sticks. He found Darth Fish Sticks, chopped him in half, sent him down the massive well that leads into space, and Koala now takes second place. I would have to say, we'd have to call these two Hasses the Enforcers, you know, sort of like Imperial Enforcer ships. Oh!
Well, you think about it. I mean, they're currently running 1-2 and almost guaranteed to finish first and second if they can keep it on the track. Williams in a very, very good third and fourth. Renault championship leaders at the moment in 5th and 7th, with quite possible another stop for Kazi Babes yet.
Yeah, and with Guna and Koala sitting in the top 2 spaces quite comfortably, they could take, even though Renault would be scoring some points, it could look like Haas might just take the lead.
The Fish Sticks pits, so Virus will pick up another place. Now Fish Sticks has gone onto the soft tyres.
Oh dear.
Is there enough left? You've got 10 laps, is he going to have enough?
Kazi
Try
goes
and
in
catch
now.
the front runners. Yeah, Kazi needed a bit for sure. He's definitely going to go onto softs as well.
Team orders might come into play here. Fish Sticks and Military are in a party together. As soon as Fish Sticks catches up to Virus, I have a feeling they might do the old switcheroo. Because look at Timonite, after a bit of a poor start and going down the grid, Timonite's pushed himself back up to 5th. And he could go to the end on those tyres, and he is pushing like mad to catch up to the Military Virus, because I don't think he's going to have the ability to catch Fish Sticks, especially with those brand new softs.
That's it. The gap to leader. So Fish Sticks on those fresh softs is 32 seconds behind Oddgooner. Now, can he catch 32 seconds in? Oh no, I'm looking at Elham. Fish Sticks. Oh yeah, 31 seconds. Can he catch 31 seconds in 10 laps? I don't think so.
No, I don't think he can. Looks like Kazi Babes is actually now under pressure from Jay Locker. Looks like Kazi's. Oh no, sorry, no, Kazi's not. Sorry, no, I got the tyres wrong way round. So no, Kazi's pulling away, but he did get a bit of a poor run there through the S's while Jay Locker was there, because Jay Locker slightly caught up to him. But Jay Locker collects another 3-second time penalty through the S's. Not ideal.
So David, LOL faces didn't quite hit there in different races.
Timmer in the pits.
Also, welcome to the club, Kabuki. Catastrophe says Mumbo Jumbo. If anyone heard the F4 stream back on Monday, they'd know what that is. Thanks for that, Grunt. Appreciate it.
And you've got the pleasure of commentating with Grunt tomorrow, mate.
Yeah, oh, you wait, we'll have a moment. My headset was muted. I pulled up a video on YouTube and I heard it back on my headset and I was like, face palm. Yep.
Looks like the gaps are starting to open up.
I'll help it to 3 seconds.
Another one, yeah. Koala, we've got to look at Koala. He's chopping down, he's just chopped off 3 seconds of time. 3.4 seconds actually off of Odguna in the past 3 laps. So it's a second a lap right now, but is it enough? Because Odguna's 18 lap odd hard and he is going to take those to the end. And if I quickly look at the penalties, Koala's still got that 1 3-second penalty. Did serve his, he didn't serve his 5 seconds. Yeah, Guna's still
so
clear.
real team orders come into play. Let's see. On lap 30, Primus, can you go through the pens? Yeah, so Military's weaving, telling Fish Sticks he'll let him through when he gets close. So let's see if it's going to be a fairly easy move for him. I would guess that they're not going to party together.
There you go. There's a switch.
Yep. There you go.
Good teamwork by...
good teamwork from Military Virus there. Now Military Virus can just hang, if he can, onto the back of Fish Sticks and use him to drag him along a little bit.
Do his best to suppress Timonite, who's in 5th place. Yep. He's slightly gaining only a little bit on Military Virus, but now that Fish Sticks has got the clean air, he's got the laps and the tyre life to go to the end on these soft. Don't think he's going to be able to challenge Koala, however, because the gap is quite large of 2.1 seconds.
Right.
However, the gap between Koala and Guna has been dropped by another full second, as Koala is definitely gaining on Guna.
Yeah, you'd expect within a couple of laps' time Koala to be right on the back of Guna, and I also suspect Timonique is going to be on the back of Military Virus as well. Those mediums versus those hard tyres, so we could see some decent battling towards the very last laps of the race. Kazi's closing in on Eagle, and also Timmonite is closing in on Zombie.
Oh, Timmonite's a soft 3-second time penalty.
No, Timmonite, that's not what you want to do.
Oh, here we go. Going into the stadium section on board with Odguna. It's a very, very bad run there through the slight little hairpin sort of bit going in, and that's costing him a full 0.3 of a second to Koala just in that one corner. And Koala's got the traction running around the last corner. I remember fighting Koala in F4, and to see such amazing pace from him now, battling for the lead. However, even though he's only 5.7 seconds off of him, he's got 3 seconds on his head, so technically the gap is 8.6, because even if Koala gets by, he has to open that gap immediately, or he could say goodbye to the race win.
Exactly.
I'll go over
Taylor picks up another penalty. We've got Timmer on the back of Zombie. I'll keep an eye on this while you run for the pens.
After that, so as has already been made, no penalties, only 2 warnings to Guna, 1 penalty to Koala. Fish Sticks has got no penalties, he's got only warnings. 3 penalties for Military Virus, 2 penalties to Timonic, 3 penalties to Elham. Eagle has served his 5-second time penalty, so Eagle's now clean. Kazi Babes has got 2 warnings, no penalties. Locke has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 penalties. Timmer has got 2 penalties, but 2 warnings, so he's close to his 3rd. Zombie Head has got 1 penalty, so 8 seconds. That's 11 seconds. 14. He's got 14 seconds on his head for Zombie Head. Button has got 2 penalties, and Lauder has got a 5-second penalty. But he served that. No, he didn't serve it. Sorry, he got that penalty when he pitted from the softs to the mediums, and he's yet to serve that. So probably at the end of the race we'll get a notification saying it's an unserved time penalty.
Yeah. Okay, thanks for that. In the meantime, Timmer made it past Zombie Head, and Kazi is catching Eagle quite quickly. He's going to be within DRS range very soon. And also Koala is down 4 seconds behind his teammates. So, with 5 laps he needs to catch 4 seconds and then break 3. It's going to be a very, very tough ask for him, especially on those 12 lap old mediums.
This is quite an important move for Kazi. He's only got 5 laps to get this done, and if he can get ahead of Eagle, he may be looking to keep the lead in the Drivers' Championship. But he needs to get past RSF1 Eagle right now. But Eagle on 10 lap old mediums and 5 lap old softs for Kazi, it looks like it's quite a one-sided battle, but all depends on how well Kazi can tackle the next handful of corners and laps.
Well, Kazi's only on 5 lap old soft, so to be fair, the rest of even the next few laps at least should be relatively comfortable for him. Timmer picks up a 3 seconds.
I think he might
would imagine that Kazi will make a move, but I don't think Eagle's going to make it easy for him, considering that they're both first and second in the championship at the moment. So I think Kazi's pushing to try and get past and pushing probably a little bit too much. He gets into the rhythm with these tyres.
Not in DRS range.
No, not this time. He was close to it, but it was pushing too much through the stadium section. So
Koala.
Vettel says go on Kazi from one
3.4 seconds separates the race leader and the driver in second place. Since the beginning of this race, these two have been fighting all the way, and it looks like between these two Hasses, it's going to go to the bitter end. And actually, Kazi Babe's left the session. I've got to get him back in.
Invite him back quickly.
Oh no, not a good time. He's going to lose pace.
Guna's ERS at the moment, Chow Chow, is 3%. So he's definitely trying to push to gap Koala at the moment, but Koala's is on 53%. So
Fish Sticks collects his first penalty.
Yeah, and you're welcome, Chow Chow. I'm glad I can provide some sort of service to you.
Has Kazi rejoined?
Kazi's just joined now.
But
he's lost 2 seconds in the meantime.
Oh no, I think that might be. I think that might be it. His AI's going in. No!
Oh no! That's it. That's race over for Kazi. That is a. His AI.
Oh no!
J-Lock is finished. J-Lock retired in 9th place.
What?
J-Lock would have
scored points.
Why?
But Kazi might just get out in the points, but I think after this race, Kazi's going to lose the championship lead to Eagle. He's in 10th.
On medium tyres as well, if anything, at this stage of the race, you want softs. At least to try and get the fastest lap and finish within a point, I don't know, but...
It's at this time where you've got to hate the AI.
Vettel says, just imagine this costing the title, and that's exactly right. If he lost the title on 4 points, it would be because of this race. Oh, that's savage. Oh, Koala's just gone on 2 seconds to Guna.
Oh, this is close.
I don't think he's got enough time.
Primus, he'll keep him in the lead. Oh, okay. Koala, yeah, it could, like in the next lap or so.
Vettel says I call rerun for Kazi. Hashtag justice for Kazi.
We've got an off. It's louder.
Oh no! Oh, and Lauder retired. Won't be a safety car. With 2 laps left to go in the race.
Oh no! We've only got 11 cars
shame,
now.
Man.
Oh my gosh, this is turning into 2014 Monaco Grand Prix.
To be fair to him, he stuck it out. 34 laps, man, and he
did very
was 2
well.
laps down to the leader. Really struggled with that one, but fair play to him for sticking it out that long. I don't think I would have done, to be fair.
Fortunately, Kazi Babe retakes 9th place. Looks like he's actually trying to catch up to Timmer. So it's definitely an interesting fight going on. Koala's collected another penalty. I think that's game, set, and match now for the race now. He's got 6 seconds on his head.
That's it. That's game
That's
over.
it.
There's no way he can get 7 seconds on Guna in a lap and a half.
Even if Guna collects a penalty at this current moment, I don't think it's going to work for Koala.
Right, we get to that point in the race where we are looking for driver of the day, guys. For me, it's got to be one of the Williams drivers, either Fishsticks and Miniature Virus. I think they've had a great race, made some good positions, the strategies worked really well for them. They've got some clean moves and some good teamwork there, so it's either going to be either one of them for me, I think.
We'll put to a vote. So the vote for driver of the day is between Fishsticks and Military Virus. So everyone, please put your votes down below. And also Kazi doing one good little thing to come out this poor end to the race. He manages to take fastest lap of the race, so that's the extra point to be awarded to.
Points, Oh, Koala's literally right on the back of Guna now. So if you were in Koala's position now, what would you do? Me personally, knowing I had penalties, he's guaranteed he's not going to overtake me. I just told him.
Yeah, he's staying back. He just did
Give him a little wave.
Say,
100% though, I'd have just stayed behind, knowing that I'd get jumped at the end anyway.
Haas will take the lead in the constructors though. It's been confirmed. Fishsticks. I think looks like driver of the day is favouring Fishsticks. So we haven't got until these two cross the line, ladies and gents. But right now only 1 to Virus and 2 to Virus and 5 to Fishsticks. Oh no, Element says both, but we can't do both. Maybe could do. If it's tied, then it could be joint driver of the day. But round the last corner goes Odd Guna to take the victory for Haas in the Mexican Grand Prix after a long battle with a teammate, and after a good battle between Odd Guna and Koala, Haas take the lead of the Constructors' Championship.
Yep, that's a great drive from Haas there. 1-2, well deserved as well. It's a fantastic drive from both those drivers. Unlucky on the penalties because it would have been nice to see a little race at the end there between them. But Fishsticks in 3rd place, driver of the day as well. It's been a great drive from him. Perfect strategy and some awesome teamwork from his teammate Miniature Virus, who finishes in 4th. And Timonique jumps him in 4th place. Fair play.
Hey.
Hashtag
Nice
Tower.
one,
Elham
Timonique.
in 6th. That's a great drive from Elham on his debut in F5. Well done. Eagle manages to come home in 7th place, just above his championship rival. In 8th is Kazi Babes, but Kazi does pick up fastest lap, so does get the extra point.
So managed to make up a couple of positions as well. He got Timmer as well. That was a very good moment. Last moment he caught.
Timmer on 9 lap old softs there. I think maybe we've had a bit of a moment. Timmer finishes in 9th, and Zombiehead will pick up the final point in 10th place. Button finishes outside the points in 11th. There you go, guys. That has been the Mexican Grand Prix for the F5 division, and I've got to say that was a really good race. Actually, I really enjoyed that.
Agreed. That was a very good race. Enjoyed being on board in common with you, Junior. There's a very fun race to watch over, but I mean, if any team really displayed a good show of power today, I mean, Haas, good God. I mean, Koala got a bit of a poor run, defended off of Guna for as long as he could, but Guna managing to swipe him in the pits and stay ahead. Very well-deserved Grand Prix win for Odd Guna.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll run through the top 10 if you want to invite the guys in.
Roger that.
Okay, so we go. Odd Guna finishes in 1st place in the Haas, picking up 25 points. Koala in 2nd in the other Haas, very, very close behind. Unfortunately, he had those time penalties, which probably stopped him from getting the win in the end anyway, as he didn't fight his teammate. Fishsticks in 3rd in the Williams. Great drive from him. Hashtag Towit, Tim and Ike in the racing point. Not pointless, apparently. We've got some good points there. Miniature Virus and the other Williams in 5th. Elham, great drive from him on his debut in F5 in the Renault in 6th. Eagle in 7th, Kazi Babes unfortunately in 8th, Timmer in 9th, and Zombie Head finishes off your top 10.
Alright, so I've gotten fish sticks in. Now I've got Koala. We're now just waiting on there he is. So
Hey guys, if you make sure the box is ticked, please.
Junior's still connecting.
No worries.
So how would you like to play this, Junior? Who would you like to interview?
I'll take 3rd, you take 2nd, I'll take 1st, and then you do driver of the day if you want.
Roger that. I'll try and see about getting Odguna back. Oh, there he is. Take it away, Junior.
Okay, 3rd place we have Fish Sticks. Welcome to the commentary box, welcome to the podium interview. Very, very good race from yourself today. It was a strong showing from Williams as well this evening. It was 1-2 from Haas, and would have been a 3-4. Was a 3-4 for most of the race by Williams, but very, very good racing from yourself and Military Virus. Good strategy from yourself as well. Give us a little bit of a rundown how you found your race today.
I mean, after the second corner, it was kind of quiet, to be quite fair with you. It was like racing the Ferraris in the 2000s. But yeah, but no, yeah, I have to give a shout out to Military. It's a shame you
You made some good positions at the start because
there was
carnage that happened. Yeah,
yeah, so it was a bit hectic there at the start. But other than that, it was just a quiet race, just to get it down and just knocking the laps off really.
When you come out the pits on your last stint on the soft tyres, you ended up coming up behind your teammate and he gave you a little bit of a wiggle. Did you know he was going to let you through at the next moment, or was you expecting to have to fight him?
I was kind of hoping, but yeah, I wasn't entirely sure. But yeah, like I say, my mate was in the party with me. Said, "No, he's probably going to let you through." I'm like, "Okay, cool." But no, it was very, very good teamwork there.
Good. Yeah, some great points for Williams tonight as well, and some great points for yourself in the championship. So well done on 3rd place.
Right, cheers, man.
Right, Koala. First time speaking to you in the F5. Obviously, us, you, me, and Junior used to do the same track together. I think Fish as well.
Yeah, F4, yeah.
So, impressive driving today, I have to say so. Because throughout the entire way, you showed really great qualifying pace. You had a bit of traction problems coming off the line, but luckily you managed to hold it going into turn 1. And then it was just you and Guna the entire way. But give us a run through on how your race has been for you.
Like you said, the start wasn't really good. So I got told by Camo and Kachau to stay on the left hand side because of what happened in F1. There was a five car pile up, so I stayed to the left, made sure that inside line into turn 2, and then me and Guna flew away.
Yeah, I was going to say it was a very big battle between you and Guna, but then at the very end, you had 3 seconds worth of penalties, and you almost would have had it done. But when you collected the 6 seconds in the end, I saw you do a little bit of a wiggle behind Odguna to sort of signal "Hey mate, that's me done. I'm staying here."
Yeah, that wiggle was literally to tell him that you got this. I'm not gonna be.
I didn't know
him or anything.
Fair play.
Oh, do you? Yeah, so the first time he overtook me, I just let him pass because we had that gap, but didn't want to start fighting, and then 3rd place come catch us. So we were using each other for 2-3 laps for the DRS, so we gained even more, and then I sped in the pit lane then, which was a bummer.
Yeah.
So there we are.
Which you did serve as well, so what was going to take seconds turned to 3. So, even with that penalty and serving it, you drove superbly, mate. So, well done and a well-deserved 2nd place. What about America next?
I love America. All tracks with S's, fast corners. Yeah, they're my sort of tracks. Tracks like well, tracks with like slow tractions, well, like heavy traction zones and that. It's not my type, not my cup of tea. So.
Ah, okay. Well done on second place, mate. And now I'll hand over to Junior to interview our race winner, Opuna.
Thank you very much. Yeah, well done, Kyle. That was a great drive from yourself there. Mr. Guna, back in the podium interviews again.
Yep.
Another solid drive from yourself there. Almost pipped your teammate on the start at the start of the race. Did you see? First of all, did you see all the carnage that happened behind you, or was you just trying to concentrate on moving
no,
forward?
I saw that there was someone like on my right hand side, so I kind of just made sure that I didn't go into Koala and just tried to sit in behind really. So, and then when I saw a yellow flag, I thought, oh, there's going to be a safety car, but then nothing happened, so I didn't really know what happened really.
Was there much communication between you and? Yeah, I can imagine you was actually. Was there much communication between yourself and Koala before the race about, you know, if you found yourself in that position, how you'd play it, or was it kind of just get in the car and go?
Not really. Like he did say before that what his qualifying times were, which did scare me a little because they were in the mind to be fair to him.
Yeah.
Luckily in time trial, I changed it up a little bit and found like 5 temps, so I got a little bit better. But yeah, I heard about that, and then obviously I knew that because we're in the same chat, I knew that his engineer wanted him to do the 2 stops, so I thought I'd do something different, and luckily it paid off.
Yeah,
That was my next question. Was going to be the
when you went on to the one stop,
intended strategy.
Yeah, I did want to do medium hards, but I couldn't get into Q2 unfortunately, so I didn't want to make the same mistake that I don't know who it was. I think it was, I don't know, but yeah, I didn't want to make the same mistake as someone else did, so I went on softs and went from there.
And was you keeping a close eye on the penalty situation with your teammate behind you?
Yeah. So I actually have to thank Thomas P3, who is my engineer today, and then my brother also helped with the strategy side. But yeah, I did keep an eye on that. Like Thomas did say to me that Koala got the 5 second, but I didn't know if he'd actually like took it or not. So I just carried on going, and then I heard they had a 3 second, 6 second, but I just wanted to you know, win it on track rather than on penalties, because my last win was on penalties, so I wanted to.
Penalties, yeah.
I wanted to win it myself, yeah.
Oh, well, fair play. I mean, the 1-2 for the Hash guys there, that pretty much cements you at the top of the championship for now. You overtake Renault.
Yeah,
So,
it's 3 points for the
congratulations
team.
that. Yeah, massive points. Massive points. I'll hand you back to Primus to do drive for the day.
Right, so obviously you guys have noticed that it's 3 of you and not 4, so one of you is driver of the day, and that's been awarded to Fish Sticks.
Congrats, mate. Congrats.
Congratulations.
So Fish Sticks, both you and your teammate had a bit of a poor start to the day with what happened in quali, but then in the end you both pushed, worked well together, and also big respect to your teammate Military Virus for letting you go. I saw him give you the little wiggle going through the first sector saying, right, look, I can see you've clearly pitted, I'm on old hards, get by me, do your best, and you know, good teamwork between the pair of you today. Great battles throughout, and great strategies as well. So because of that, the stream and Junior and I have decided it's a unanimous decision to make you driver of the day.
I'll say thanks. So hopefully next time I'll be closer to the 2 in front. But
it'll be a 1-2 next week, don't we?
yeah.
You're looking forward to USA then, guys, yeah?
Yeah, nice one. Yeah,
If as long as
Yeah,
I
so-
get taken out, yeah.
As long as I don't melt my tyres in the first sector.
Oh yeah, don't do that. Okay,
Yeah.
well congratulations to top 3, Fish Sticks, Koala and Odguna, and obviously Fish Sticks for driver of the day. Well done guys, that was a great race tonight. We are back tomorrow with F3 for Mexico. and myself, I'll be back in the comms box tomorrow with Gruntastrophe on his debut in the comms box. So join us again tomorrow at 8 PM on Twitch, RSF1 Racing, and good night. We'll see you again.
Take care.